And now, live from Amateur Hour International Studios, welcome to Amateur Hour Commentary. Please welcome your host.
Welcome everyone to Amateur Hour Commentary. I am the Wolf Craze, and tonight we are presenting Amateur Hour's own Rocket League team against Balanced Eclipse. We are now entering week 6 of this Indy Gaming League circuit tournament, 3v3 circuit tournament, and right now it looks as though AHC, they're having some good weeks, some off weeks, and currently sitting in 16th. I'm just going to go double check that. And Balance Eclipse are currently sitting in 2nd. So they're in a Balance Eclipse are geared up. Sorry about that. Are geared up to play very well tonight. And yeah, Amateur Hours in 16th. So we may be entering soon. So hey Karen, how are you? So I will be going into the stats afterwards after this first match. But it looks like we're gearing up to go. So, as soon as we start, we shall enter and see who comes out victorious tonight. Perhaps I could actually get to the stats real quick here. We'll start off with AHC, who currently has 2 wins, 3 losses, 50 goals, and a win percentage of 48. And then we will get to Team 2 after. But here we are. Right off the bat, it looks like Balance Eclipse is, they've won the face-off. And now it's in an orange side of the field, backing out of the corner. Nice clear by Titch up the center, but always dangerous as usual. Grizzly applying a little pressure, bouncing it back out towards the corner. Yeah, sorry about that. I left the controller on my desk. Going up for the save. Oh, and just off the crossbar, and somehow Ballad of the Bard with a... Gosh, I don't know. I didn't even see a touch there, but it's such a gentle touch and pushing the momentum forward just into the goal. And now they are up 1-0. Here they are winning their next face-off. AHC trying to get out of their side of the field. See, trying to drive it up. Titch there with a nice redirect, but just missing. Because Ballad of the Bard there to save the shot. Grant keeping it in blue side of the field. Let's see if AHC can do anything with this. Grizzly starts dribbling it up the field. Bumps it, just misses, but the Choppa is able to recover and get another shot in, increasing their lead by 2 with just over 4 minutes left. I am going to have to... cut this size down, which I will do at break, so I do apologize about that. We are on our 3rd face-off already, and right now Balance Eclipse is looking really strong, winning these face-offs. Titch clearing it out to the corner. They have a lot of work to do if they want to come back here. The Choppa trying to knock it and clear it to mid, but Titch there to respond accordingly. Grant keeping it up. And Grant a little far ahead, trying to redirect. A nice touch. Choppa flying it in front of the goal, but no one there to respond from his team. AHC attempting a clear out to mid. Titch getting a nice bump. A good dribble, but Ballad of the Bard following the ball very well. Good dribble, trying to get that flick over the defensive's head, but... not working in their favor, unfortunately, but they can sit comfortably as they've already put in the work, getting 2 goals in with just 1 minute. Nice pass back by Grant to Steve, who clears it up to the blue corner, and Choppa pushing it back out to that same corner. Right now, AHC finding it very difficult to keep the pressure on offense. Forced to play a lot of defense right now, in which they let two goals in already But they're playing pretty good defense here. And just as I say that, a nice pass off of the backboard. And Battle of the Bard flying in, getting a nice shot. Increasing their lead by 3. Two and a half minutes left in this round. AHC has a lot of work to put in to try to come back, even just get up on the scoreboard. Nice shot and a nice touch, but it doesn't go in. AHC able to keep it out of their goal. Scrambling there a little bit. A 3-member commit, but it was worth it in the end. Typically, you don't want to see that, but here, I mean, they're just gonna have to pull out all the stops. Interesting touch by Titch. Good clear out to the corner by Grant, trying to solo it, but Ballad there to push it back the other way. Grizzly, a nice little bump. Right back to Chapa, who's able to get another goal, increasing their lead by 4. This is going to be a tough match for AHC as they currently are sitting 16th. And Balance Eclipse are sitting in 2nd with a 100%, almost 100% win percentage. I believe at 86%. They haven't lost a match yet, which is why they're in 2nd place. But in terms of the number of matches or rounds that they've won, they just don't pass muster to make it first. Trying to go up is Steve. Good block by Grant. Clearing out towards mid. Trying to solo it. Pumping it out to corner, but running out of boost. And now he's going to try to solo without any boost. Doesn't work out for him. Titch trying to force it into the goal there. And just missing that hit off of the back wall was Grant. Grizzly catching it at midfield. Keeping it in play. Keeping the pressure hot. Titch, good bump out towards the corner. But, man, Balance Eclipse is always there to respond. Their rotation is on point. Their communication is great. No one's out of place at this point in time. They have just about 30 seconds left, and they're just looking like a dominating force. Grant slowing it down. AHC just struggling to keep it out of their side of the field. Grizzly getting another goal at the buzzer, increasing their lead to 5. It's now currently 5-0. And they're winning their first round as we head back to the desk. AHC struggling quite a bit here, not able to get their footing, or shall I say they're wheeling. But we were able to take a peek at AHC stats. They have 2 wins, 3 losses in the total of their 5 weeks. They have 50 goals, and their win percentage is at 48. Now, let's just real quick take a look at Balance Eclipse here. Okay. They only have 7 more goals in total in the past, in this case, 4 weeks. So they're 1 week behind AHC, it seems. And they have no losses with an 86 win percentage rate. So, you know, they're earning their 2nd place position. But there's still plenty of game left, so why don't we head right back into it. And I'm going to adjust this right now, so I apologize if it looks a little janky. And there it is, AHC able to get up on the board with just under 20 seconds. They were able to get a goal. A nice read by Steve. And this is the momentum that they need and want. Looks like something's happening over on the Balance Eclipse's side. Whether I don't know if it's a connection issue, but we are going to be going back in. I am going to do a quick swap, a real quick swap of the score. Give me a second so it's a little more consistent. You're just going to see all this live since I don't really have the time to do anything else. Let me get out of here. There we go. Now it's a little bit more consistent. Not entirely sure what happened there, but we're going to be sitting in wait as we start loading back in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm currently working alone. I am casting and producing, so if things are a little wonky, I apologize. And if I'm not talking nearly as much as I usually do, it's because I'm trying to make sure things go smooth on my end so you have the best experience possible. But it looks like we're going to be loading right back in. So here we go into our second round. Just as AHC gets their first goal, let's see if they can do it again here, or if that was a fluke. Now again, Balance Eclipse. Oh, almost narrowly blocking his own teammate's shot. Grizzly getting the goal here in the first 13 seconds of the match, making the score now 1-0. I hope that that quit out wasn't a stall to kind of change things up and throw AHC off their game. But Steve playing aggressively here in blue corner. Grant bouncing it back out towards mid, hoping one of his teammates is there, but Eclipse able to respond and bump it back into orange side of the field. Grant and just responding accordingly, and but still this Eclipse defense just seems impenetrable at this point. Very good boost control, very good rotation. They know what they're doing, and here comes Steve. Oh, getting blocked. An opportunity here with open goal. Grant popping it up, but Steve not able to make the hit. And now they're once again playing defense. A double commit by AHC there, but Titch is still in goal. Another double commit. Grant popping it out. A nice touch by Steve. Open goal. See, no, just missing the angle. Grant there, and he gets it just over Choppa's head. Finally getting up on the board with 3 minutes 41 seconds left. A good fake by Steve, intentional or not. It definitely helped with getting that score. Here we are at the next face-off. Steve and Grizzly going head-to-head. Grant cheating up just a little bit. Back, passing out towards corner. Dangerous move. Narrowly getting it in off the post. And AC able to get the clear. And now Eclipse rotating back to play defense. Titch missing an important touch there. Trying to do a back pass. A dangerous move in these circumstances. Grizzly capitalizing and punishing that mistake. And getting another goal, increasing their lead by 1, making the score now 2-1. By the way, if you see the score on the bottom right corner, that is the overall wins. This isn't for the match. This is for the overall wins. Here we go, another face-off with Grant. Not getting the hit he wanted, but Titch, a nice little touch, bumping out towards mid, clearing it out towards the blue side of the field. Nice bounce off the wall. Can he go up and solo this? No. A double commit there. And both members of AHC missing, and no one back in the rotation. Now they're flying back. Nice hit off of the backboard by Titch. Good clear. Up to Steve. And Steve fail flipping there. Not able to get the right angle that he wanted to get that shot. Good effort, though. Good pass. And Titch with a good read. A nice little bump to push it up into the air. And now here's another good clear. Let's see if Eclipse can respond. They have been playing incredible defense up until this point. probably kicking themselves for that one goal. Now remember, these are the guys who are sitting in second place overall, and they get another goal, making the score now 3-1. But AHC looking much, much better than they did in the first round. They look a lot more coordinated. They're applying a lot more pressure, playing more aggressively, and their defense is needing a little work. This is not the typical AHC defense that we see. I don't know if it's bad reads or they're just having a hard time getting the ball tonight, but there's Titch with a nice clear just as I say that. Now it's out towards mid. Grizzly racing back. Nice pass over to Grant. Nice shot into goal. Lowering the gap by 1. Score now 3-2 with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. Popping it right over the head was Grant. Nice pass towards mid. Nice pop over defense. And we're back to our next face-off. A nice cheat by Steve, giving AHC the win on that face-off, but now forced to rotate back. Flying high into the sky. And Titch is playing really good defense tonight. Usually we see Steve leading the defense, but it looks like Titch is on his game. Nice save by Grant. Steve just missing the shot, and Grizzly getting another goal, increasing the lead back to 2. The minute 31 left. Not impossible for AHC to come back. It's only 2 goals, a minute and a half. That's plenty of time. Titch kind of winning the... AHC is cheating up, and it's working in their favor. Usually you don't see that, but... Right... Oh! And Steve able to capitalize on that janky post hit by Grant, but he was keeping it just in front of the goal line for Steve, who read that incredibly well, decreasing the gap now to 1 point. Here we are back at faceoff. Looks like Steve will lead this here. And again, another cheat by Grant. That's working for them now. A nice change in tactic. Minute 15 left. Ballad of the Bard, able to get a good clear onto the orange side of the field. Steve there to bump it back out. Let's see if he can capitalize on it. Keep it to the sideline. And good read, passing out towards Titch a little fast because of that pinch, but still really good placement. Let's see if they can capitalize as Eclipse starts pushing it back the other direction. Oh, just missing that block, but fortunately no one there to try to take the shot for Eclipse. A nice little fight there. Oh, just missing the shot off of the side wall. Here comes Steve dribbling, trying to pop it up, but gets bumped just a little bit, throwing off his pace. But they're still in the fight. AHC with a nice shot and a nice block by Ballad of the Bard. Grant there to respond, and now tying it up with 18 seconds. Can they get another win, or can they get the win that they need to tie it up for this evening? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 17 seconds left. Let's see if we got ourselves in overtime. Or can balance or AHC score. What a fight it is right now. Grant going up, knocking it back out. 1 second left, and we're going into overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who wins the second round of tonight's matchup. And so far, an incredibly tense one. AHC not coming out very strong in the first round, but definitely playing their A game in the second. Steve with a good clear, but Ballad of the Bard responding, and it's just a back and forth. I think we're watching ping pong, not Rocket League here. It's just bouncing back and forth across the field. A nice clear out towards the middle. And there it is, Titch capitalizing, and they are tying it up, ladies and gentlemen. It's now 1-1. Wow. I don't know what to say about that one. But that was incredible gameplay. A constant back and forth, getting it past the half field. Just it seemed more like a ping pong match than it did a Rocket League match. But AHC playing much better in that round. That is the best we've seen AHC play in the past couple of weeks, especially against number 2. It's incredibly important. If they can win this, they could easily get their mojo back. They can use that momentum to carry them through the rest of the matches. But let's see how well they play in this next round as we enter back onto the field. And they're playing the cheating game again. Steve and Grant narrowly getting a goal, but Ballad of the Bard there to play defense. And he's been playing incredibly good defense this evening, getting a majority of the saves. Double commit, but it's working out for them. Not able to turn on that as he wanted. Choppa trying to carry the ball into the orange goal, but just can't get the angle he wants. Here we go. Pass out to the corner. What a save by Steve. A good clear. He was on a quick rotation back there and got there just in the nick of time. Oh, and Grizzly flying in from out of nowhere, it seems. And capitalizing on that corner pass. Ballad getting a nice bank off of the wall. And a good shot by Grizzly. 4 minutes, 16 seconds left in the match. Still plenty of time to play. A lot of Rocket League left. Titch trying to solo. And here comes Grant trying to pass it out towards the middle, but no one there to respond. Steve with a nice block. Grant aiding in that defense. That was a narrow escape by AHC. But man, Balance Eclipse is just playing aggressively. And I don't think they're liking the cheat ups on face-off, because that's really giving AHC the advantage right now. Battle of the Bar trying to get a nice touch. Missing. Grant there to kind of bump it back out. Good rotation back. Steve sitting in goal. Choppa just not able to get the touch he wants. Can Grant get it? Oh, popping up in the corner. No, Battle of the Bard. What a save. Reading Grant like a book. Aiming for that corner shot. And what an incredible save. And yet another one as it bounces out in front of their net. And what a shot by Grant, splitting the defense and getting a goal, tying it up now 1-1 with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left. HC has to be feeling good about themselves right now, going against the number 2 team in this 3v3 circuit. And they are playing one of their best games we have seen thus far. Titch with a soft touch. Those soft touches can be difficult. They can always work against you. But a nice clear by Titch, flying up into the air just wide of the goal. But can they capitalize? Trying to solo it in. But Choppa there to respond, getting a nice block on defense. But the pressure is still there. AHC playing hot right now. Steve doing what he can to get any kind of touch there, allowing his team to rotate back around and clear it out of their territory. But there is no let up by Broken Eclipse, or a Balanced Eclipse. Titch trying to read that a little high, or a little low, I mean. Nice shot by Grizzly, just wide. And another good block, and it's heading towards the goal. Can they get another shot? And there it is! Scuba Steve getting a downtown shot, increasing their lead by 1 with 1 minute 44 seconds left. AHC taking the lead 2-1. Even though Grant got demoed there, that was a very good distraction allowing his goal or his shot just to roll in. Nice pop up by Grant. Good bump into Chapa. But he's still able to recover, knock it out. And what a demo! A well-strategized demo giving them the goal. And now it's tied up with 1:32 left. Grizzly playing that really well, allowing his teammate's shot to go in. Another corner shot. Steve keeping it on the sideline, which is critical. A good read. Nice bump by Grant, but of course, Eclipse there to respond with a good touch and an even better touch, giving them the shot. Now they have reversed it and taken a 1-point lead with 1:15 left. As always, this just seems like a back and forth. Both teams playing incredibly well. Really intense for AHC there. Good read by Grizzly. But Titch able to keep it out from in front of the goal. Here comes Battle of the Bard. Steve there to catch it. Knocks it out towards mid, but Choppa says no. We're going to keep playing attack here, boys. Good second hit by Steve, whether intentional or not. Worked out for him. 38 seconds left. A good demo, giving them a 3v2, however temporarily. Now 30 seconds remain on the clock. Is this the moment? Can Titch get it? No, what a save by Ballad of the Bard. Out of nowhere, can they recover? No! An AHC forced to retreat back onto defense. A nice air dribble by Grizzly. But now it's back on their side of the field. Steve knocking out towards center. Can they capitalize on this? As they rotate around, 4 seconds left, still on the blue side of the field. Steve missing the hit, 1 second left. Can they keep it up? No, they cannot. And what a defensive play by Balance Eclipse. They are going up in score by 1. It's now 2-1 Balance Eclipse. What an incredible fight there. These are intense matches. I'm so happy I covered this one tonight. That's all I gotta say. And it looks right now like Choppa is leading in goals and tying in shots for that particular round. But I have to say all members are playing incredibly well. Ballad of the Bard has been playing incredible defense for Eclipse. And over on AHC, again, they're just playing one of their best games that I've seen them play in a long time. This is a very tough team, and they've come out and performed. Here we are at the face-off, and Grant getting the win, not cheating up like they usually do. Slight change in tactic. It was working for them in the past couple of games. Steve rotating back, getting that boost. Good boost control, flying up, getting a nice touch, clearing out towards the right side of their goal. Titch trying to carry it in, bumping it. Oh, what a save! Oh my God. Choppa. Just pitching it at the goalpost there. What a save. Titch is probably very angry about that right now. I know I would be after putting in all that work. What a good dribble on his part. Choppa now clearing out. It's at mid, and Grizzly trying to capitalize. Here we go. AHC back on the offense. Nice bump out towards Eclipse's goal. I can too. What a save by Titch! Even though Battle of the Bard got a goal, that save. Look at this save. Just watch this replay. Look at that, narrowly getting the save. Oh my gosh. All that work he is putting in, just absolutely incredible. a stalemate there. Grant able to pick it back up for his team, but it looks as though Balance Eclipse is cheating up themselves during face-off, recognizing what AHC is doing. And Titch is not able to get the hit that he wants. A little too late. Grizzly capitalizing on that mistake and punishing him, increasing their lead by 2 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. Still plenty of time for AHC to come back. They were down before in the match that they won. They could easily do it here. I don't want to say easily, but it's likely that they could do it here. Because as we've seen, Balance Eclipse has been, they really deserve their spot in the rankings, and Choppa waiting patiently for that bounce off the backboard. And AHC not in a position to actually stop it. Yeah, I agree, Karen. Just another for F's sake. All that work for naught. A good clear by Titch. He is, in this particular round, he has been on fire. A nice bump, allowing Steve to clear it out towards the goal. Can they get it? No! Just skimming the goalpost. Nice shot by Ballard, but a nice defensive play, bumping out towards mid, but the pressure is still alive in AHC territory. Let's see if they can get a nice clear here. They just need to get more play time on Eclipse's side of the field. Right now, they're playing a lot of defense. They just need one good hit to capitalize, and this could be it. Oh, Titch just missing the shot. I don't know if that was an intentional fake or just a whiff, but Steve able to keep it live on the blue side of the field, allowing his team to get their boost and rotate back around and keep that pressure alive. Here we go. Steve and Titch. Titch getting demoed. There have been a lot more demos this round than we have seen in the past. Steve going up. Nice tap. There it is. Scuba Steve reading it off the wall. And a shot right over Bard. And now there's a 2-point difference with 2 minutes, 18 seconds left. Another cheat up. It looks like both teams are cheating now. Nice hit off of the back wall. Now off the post. AHC in good defensive positioning, allowing for those shots to miss. Nice hit. Bounce up to the middle. Steve knocking it out, keeping it on the blue side of the field. Grant trying to respond. Back out towards mid. And Bard with a nice clear out to Grizzly. Open goal right off the post. Oh, and he must be kicking himself. Grizzly just going wide on his shot. Steve with a nice hit off the wall with no boost. For anyone who's played this game knows that is not easy. A minute 30 left in this round. AHC still 2 points down. A lot of work that they have to put in against this incredible defense of Balance Eclipse. Oh, not the bounce you want to see. Good response by Titch. Good read. Here comes Steve. No, deciding to back off. Play more defense. Choppa trying to bounce it in. Nice defense. Titch tapping it out towards his corner. Trying to get a bump up and over the defensive's head. A nice fake by Choppa. And there it is, Grizzly. Capitalizing on the patience of Choppa. Look at this. Steve anticipating him to fly in and try to push it in towards the goal and flipping backwards. Good patience. This is a top tier team right here, knowing when to attack and when to just be a little patient. A good fake on his part. Now AHC is down by 3. Another great pass. Choppa increasing the lead by 4. Looks like Steve will lead the face-off with Grant coming in tow for the cheat up and Titch sitting on defense. He's flying up to apply that pressure. Good rotation back, keeping it out of their goal, but now they're playing it in the corner, and they still have 4 goals left with less than 30 seconds. Let's just see if they can at least get another goal under their belt. Nice block by Steve. A nice tap by Chapa, putting in a lot of work on offense. All those micro taps are really helping with the positioning of their shots. And this is going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like Balance Eclipse walks away with the victory this evening with the score of 3-1. But I have to give it to AHC, being a team in 16th place going up against the second place team of this 3v3 circuit. They played incredibly well, and if I'm going to be honest, probably one of their best matches I've seen them play. Their first round, they were slow. They came out of the gate not playing the typical AHC that we've become accustomed to, and then in the second round, they really just turned up the heat, and were taking it to Balance Eclipse, and they were able to tie it up 1-1. But Eclipse was just playing so incredibly well tonight, showing why they belong in the top 3. And their defense was just absolutely incredible, and their attack as well. Their patience on offense, just able to get those micro taps, set themselves up for good passes, and capitalizing on the mistakes by AHC. Yes, it was definitely good, but I also look at the standing of some of the other teams. So, for instance, Whiffing Force is who they went up against in their first week, I believe. And Whiffing Force is currently in 26th. With no matches won and 5 lost. West Coast Servers for the win. Servers matter. If it's not LAN, you're going to run into those issues. But I have to say, against the number 2 team, AHC performed incredibly well, had amazing shots, had amazing saves, and great opportunities. It was just unfortunate that there were a couple of mistakes, and as someone might suggest or might even predict, it could be a server issue. But regardless, AHC should be proud of themselves. They played incredibly well, incredibly aggressive, and I can't wait to see how well they play in the next round. That is true. It's a US East tournament. But who is West Coast? Was someone West Coast over there? So why are they playing East? They all were West Coast. Well, that's a problem. If it's an East Coast circuit, it should just be East Coast. Yeah, I know. That's very strange. I mean, that is probably one of those things. I don't know how they got through qualifiers or how they were able to. But why would they make the servers on the West? Is it because they're playing on West? I'm assuming it's because they're playing on West Coast. Over 100 ping for the first game? Well, that explains a lot. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That could be the reason why they're in second place. I mean, if they've been playing West Coast servers this whole time in an East Coast league and no one's been paying attention, I mean, that could be a big reason why. But that being said, they still played an incredibly good game. There's always a chance, Grant. There's always a chance, man. You never know. I mean, maybe people weren't as attentive to their ping. Is that why in the second match there was a dropout? We'd have to check the rules. That's a good question, Karen, if it's cheating. Ah, I see. So 2 champs and a diamond, and you guys were 1 champ and 2 diamonds. But they're still good. Yeah, I saw that, man. It just didn't look the same. I was like, this isn't the AHC team that I know. Like it was very, very odd to see that. And then I saw them drop out in the second round. And I was curious as to what was happening and if it was a connection issue. Did you guys switch hosts? Did they change the server? I mean, I'm not one to judge, and I definitely would have to read the rules, but that's at least worth reporting to the Indy Gaming League and let them know, because that could be a terrible offense that might impact their current rank and score. Okay, well, if they change the server, then that explains why the performance was incredibly different in the last few rounds. But that's something that they're going to have to keep an eye on. Definitely, I would definitely recommend letting the Indie Gaming League know, see if they're aware of this problem. Because I don't know if anyone's watching or moderating that. Oh, Scuba Steve with a subscribe. Yeah, well, that was nice of them for at least asking. I mean, granted, you want to play on West Coast servers and kind of cheat a little bit. Of course, you're going to try to be kind and ask if you want to replay. But that's unfortunate, man, because you guys played incredibly well in the last couple. Without a doubt. I absolutely loved watching it. I mean, when you guys go back and rewatch this, my gosh, my reaction. I mean, Karen told me not to have a stroke. I was getting amped, so excited, practically falling out of my chair. But man, oh man. Well, with that win, they did lose one, so they're going to maintain their score percentage. But, of course, this could put them into first. Right now, Starlit Alpha is sitting in first with 6 matches played overall, and Balance Eclipse only 4. So this being their 5th and winning this one. So they got what? They got what? Three more wins. So that's 7 wins, 1 lost. So their win percentage is still going to be high. That's going to definitely put them in first overall. Yeah, sorry, I ended up turning my mic down. I got super excited. I thought the filter. I ended up leaning into my microphone like this while screaming. That was no good. Well, if West Coast servers do affect the gameplay in an East Coast league, I mean, that is a problem. There needs to be rules around that. It's a contingency. And I get it. Like if you're playing on a different coast, but you want to play in as many leagues as you can, then I wouldn't discourage it. But you have to play in that region's servers. You can't play in your own. It doesn't make any sense. I'd love to watch the next match, but they don't have anyone recording it, right? So, what's up, Spicy? How are you? We actually are. We've already gotten the final score. Now we're just kind of chatting it up. Thank you for the follow. If you didn't catch the match, it is going to be saved. We do have previous matches as well, so be sure to tune in and rewatch. This was a very exciting match, but there's some questionable server issues that we've been discussing, so maybe that was a factor. But still, Balance Eclipse played incredibly well, and so did AHC. Yeah, they may need to have a league moderator go in there and ensure that they're running an East Coast server. Again, I think it's worth at least reporting to them, let them know, hey, this team played on a West Coast server and it affected our first game. It's worth bringing up. I don't think there's going to be a rematch. No. They did offer to replay the very first round, but AHC politely said, no, that's okay. We're just going to keep playing. But it was a good match. I encourage everyone to go back and rewatch it. And as Karen had suggested, make sure you turn down the volume a little bit as I get a little excited. The filter is working okay, but not well enough apparently. That's a good question. Head over to indiegamingleague.com and contact them there. I'm going to give you the link. If you head over there and contact the people who organize it, you should be able to join. But they are currently in week 6. So this is a week 6 match. So you're going to have to wait for that to conclude. If you have a team, I would encourage you to make contact with them and see when they're scheduling their next East Coast circuit. And yeah, hit them up. I'd love to see you out there, man. Of course, right now I'm only covering AHC. Thank you, Indy Gaming League, for allowing us to do this. Really appreciate it. That's why I've been throwing up their icon, as you can see in the lower left corner of our monitor. Really appreciate this. You know, we don't typically cover Rocket League as a general broadcast, but because we do have our own team of fantastic players, and they decided to join a league themselves, why not cover it? It's good action. It's good fun. But speaking of links, for all those who are just joining, or for anyone who is watching the recording back, please check out the panels on our Twitch page here. That will lead you to our YouTube channel, that will lead you to our Discord, and lead you to our Facebook group page. And we also have a website at amateurhourcommentary.com where you can become a member, check out our blogs, and that's kind of our central hub to also our marketplace and everything. You can also check out our sponsor, Raise Energy. I don't have any cups or cans right now, but I just finished off another 12-pack, and I have their protein powder. I also have their BCAAs. And I love their products. They're fantastic. So if you guys want, an energy drink that isn't Monster or Bang or something that you can find in the market, you can go to repsports.com. Just click the link below and use promo code AHC at checkout for 15% off. That not only are you going to get a great product, but it also helps support us. I'm just going to check chat here again. How many times did you say? Yeah, I figured with some of those saves, especially that one that you that you got that bumped off of the crossbar, I could hear you screaming it in your head. Sorry, Steve. I don't mean to be boring. But I think I'm going to conclude it here. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank Spicy there for the follow. Really appreciate it. Be sure to tune in next week as we cover week 7 of Amateur Hour Commentary's journey through this Indie Gaming League 3v3 circuit. But again, thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't followed already, go ahead and hit that purple heart button. And also, be sure to hit that bell notification icon to be informed every time we do go live. But that's going to be it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm the Wolf Craze, and until next time, folks, peace.